D1 finals. You hype?
I'm super hyped. This is going to be a fantastic match. Grav and Coalescence coming up with everything else soon to follow, but not much on the side of 0-5. So an early Grav coming out from Kalec, and Foxcoon with the Coalescence going to be finishing everything off.
Gonna be up this fight. That's just how it works. Big EMP though out for Flex, and the Shatter followed up as well, and they're gonna add the exclamation point onto the end of the sentence.
Apart from, I think, an early Coalescence, that's going to be an early Grav Blizzard now coming out. Feeder hacked, but it's not going to matter much as the ultimate's already out, as both supports and tanks taken out now from Betashocks. It's just DPS to try and contest the point. But
it'll be interesting to see how they play it out. We're going to have Cole come out very early for Eagles, and the Blossom come in as well, and the Shatter.
Into them. 0-5 with no ults. Reader and Jesus going to get shattered first. Feeder going to die instead, though, as everybody stays online. A beat coming up from Kingthorn. Kelec's Grav going to be enough to finish off Reader and Decrate, but needs Scribble in already with the race.
Oh, Jesus with a big pick on the Flex!
That's huge! However, Squiggle with the
though.
Death Blossom able to take Jesus and Decrate. Eagles with the Coalescence now taking out Squiggle. But Kingthor able to boop Scribble to his death. Reader and Feeder still alive with the bubbles, able to sustain the tanks throughout the low heals, and Eagles is there too to keep him alive. Not a lot of damage, but his Feeder starts getting with the high charge here. Little Demon with the Shatter not able to find anything. Here is everybody for 0-5 now completely regrouped. Bubbles early out from Kalec. It's going to be grabbed from Readers.
Oh, but he doesn't.
Blizzard,
he doesn't get the hack on the Jesus, and Blizzard is out.
Scribble now with the Death Blossom, unable to find anything, is taken out early by Kalec. Eagles with the Coalescence now trying to keep everything alive as Kalec falls low. Almost at the Graviton Surge again, but able to stabilize now with the help of Foxicon. No ultimates here for 0-5, and the Grav should seal the deal as Jesus and the Tracer comes back to try and stall it. Decrave, it's not going to be enough, and you can see Feeder falling very low already, however able to sustain. Pulled back a little. Decrave hacked, and it's not going to be enough healing to keep him alive. A little Demon taking out Reader now as well. Scribble falling low, and this is going to be the first fight for Betashocks. Execution not quite having farmed the EMP yet, but it shouldn't be needed as the Shatter hits just Feeder, but Eagles with the Coalescence actually able to take out Execution. Gonna stop any hope with the EMP, but the Grav from Kalec is going to be enough here. Feeder falling very low, Decrave falling instead. Scribble takes a Squiggle.
Feeder Rabbit still alive. Eagles hard pocketing him. He's had one health for like the last 10 seconds. And it's
Kalec
looking
does take him out
with a pretty hefty old economy advantage, but it's not too even now. As we're gonna
be looking to try and counter the EMP with it.
Pick on a Squiggle.
It's an early pick. That's huge. That's most of the damage gone. Eagles still commits
down,
but it's not enough. Coalescence gets hacked early. Decrave there with the beat in time, not able to save Reader, but the rest of his team is alive. No ults coming online anytime soon though for either team. So it's a bit of a stall fight here as they're both down one and deciding if they want to commit. Betashocks going aggressive now, pushing towards Scribble, and he's not able to take him out.
Aggressive.
Scribble takes out Demon. Squiggle is able to take out Feeder. Cat flips. Scribble with the Death Blossom, able to find is in the same position. They've got that Coalescence. Eagles already popping it early, and Scribble taking out Demon. They're being pushed back hard, and everybody 1 HP. It's going to be hard for them to keep going as Scribble. Helps from Betashocks is going to be able to touch. Oh, Squiggle does make it, and this is a fight happening now, but Flex already gone. Kalec on the Wrecking Ball now for the stall potential.
He's going to die using the Coalescence. That's so bad. She dies with the Coalescence online used. And it looks like we're going to see 1-1 here. And it just kind of comes down to a bit of a mechanical skill here. Who can position the ult correctly. I'm really excited for this last round here.
Early bubbles coming out from Kalec and the Sonic on point now. 0-5 is taking control, but Betashocks with a hack on the Scribble trying to push their way in now. Squeal's still able to find Feeder, but Decrave takes out Execution in the back. Everyone else still
getting like free. Okay, there we go. Kelligan was kind of living for free in the back there. It's still back and forth. Head's gonna take the point, but I still don't know who's gonna win this fight.
Looks like Squiggle has the upper hand here, and yet with a hack onto Scribble, but decided not to. Instead, the Grav Dragon and Blossom came out from 0-5 to win that fight. There's gonna be the beat coming out now to try and counter the EMP, but it wasn't enough to send before we got an EMP that won a fight. So it's gonna be an early Grav here from Kalec. Everyone falling low.
invested
Squiggle
by
1
Eagles.
HP with the Death Blossom.
Little Demon dies shattering. The counter shatter comes out of Reader Rabbit. That's the advantage they wanted. Squiggle is going to invest the Death Blossom, comboed up with King Thor's beat. And we're going to see the Death Blossom come out for Scribble, but he dies in the middle of using it. And we're
able to find the pick, but Jesus finding the pick back onto Squiggle as well. Betashocks being able to stabilize on point here. 3 members of 0-5 remain, heading to 80% capture for Betashocks now. So it looks like it's going to be a incredible Sega here for at least Eagles. Yep, on the side now. Wasn't able to get the Mega. However, Demon and Fox falling in the front line to the DPS.
0-5
they
takes the fight to the point.
Rating 99% now for Beta. They let the cap go through. Overtime ticking now for 0-5 heading out of Scribble as well, as this is going to be with the beat on top just to secure the win. Going to be swapping that up.
Being forcing a mirror out of Betashocks is huge in and of itself, and we could see Reaper Hanzo for the rest of these maps that favor Brawl a bit more.
0-5 just kind of
coming out so
stopped.
strong.
They held W into Betashocks, and you know, just
2 ticks.
Elflep just fell immediately. There's nothing you can do. Kelly gonna take out Feeder now. Holding Bookstore early here, as Beta tries to push back in now, but gonna be met with hard resistance from 0-5 head. Squiggle in the back line, able to do enough damage on the Reader, but Flexecution's able to pick them off.
Kills
Both
are coming in.
Gonna be great. Reaper able to just help his tanks, be able to take so much space and instantly just run over the front line.
Grab Blossom.
Grab
Dragon. And a Blossom.
Okay.
Yep.
Execution.
Oh, and he shatters. Scribble gets shot.
The card towards this next corner. Shatter into the shield. Not going to find anything, but both shields breaking now. Grav coming up from Feeder. Able to find Squiggle early. The Dragon now going to be here to finish it off. Nobody else in the Grav, but it's a bit of a zoning Dragon here as they split the rest of the team. Kellic and
very low.
Going to be...
check their stream for us.
Yeah, we're going to need a confirmation on that one. We're going to see the early coalescence here from Foxconn. However, the Grav Dragon now coming out from 0-5. Execution now going to take out Scribble with the headshot. However, Ryan now going to fall as Reader able to take out Kellic as well with the charge, taking King
the
Thor.
Teleport out. That was ridiculous. He's so low though, and they know he's there.
Trying to finish this off, but fighting. However, not engaging yet. Looking for the overtime defense.
Playing that corner big. It's those ride mind games, Brett.
Foxy coming out with the coalescence early, and it's going to be enough to take out Feeder.
That beat's actually massive at a King Thor.
That's enough for Jesus to take out Squiggle with the Dragon Blade. It's, I don't know what it's called. Comes out from Eagles here. We're going to see that early coalescence now as Reader is going to try and take the aggressive push, but counter Nano coming out from Busan onto Alpha here. Going to be enough to take control of the point, and 1% away from getting the first stick. However, okay, there we go. Foxconn now steps onto point. King Thor is going to be taken out by Jesus, but Reader and Scribble taken out early by the tanks of Betashocks. Feeder left on point. Going to get shot by the win for second point here. 0-5 not committing yet, and Payload about to get to a point where you can't contest it again on second point. And super early Grav Dragon is going to... Squiggle could return with that of their own. Grav Dragon going to be coming out now, but King Thor with the beat is going to be able to sting them mostly through it. However, going to fall into Grav Dragon themselves and Scribble with the Death Blossom able to find 2. Execution takes out Scribble afterwards, though, is Squiggle trying to take out Reader, but isn't enough. The coalescence from Eagles able to keep him alive long enough for him to be able to find the Fire Strike to finish off the kill. Skill Orb now trying to take off Execution, but supports are back. It's not going to be enough.
That's absolutely insane that 0-5 won that fight.
Just so many ultimates used by both teams here. A beautiful shatter from Flip. Finds 2 squishies with the charge, able to peel them off from the follow-up. 0-5 can be able to stabilize here as Flip's down, and 3 minutes now for Betashocks here on the attack as they're cleaned up by 0-5. Execution still on the point. Hopefully not going to find a pick. Decrease, how does this man keep doing it? It's fantastic. You know, we've got the Grav Dragon combo coming up most of the time. Kellic's still 50% of the ground, but Execution already has the Dragon. That's how much work that they're putting into this fight here. Eagles can have the coalescence here. However, trying to stay on the back foot as Execution pops the early Dragon, not waiting for the grab from Kellic here. We're going to go now, and it finds 2 in the back. And 1-5 is going to be trying to come in with his Dragon Strike and nothing else. Early coalescence and graviton surge, taking Feeder stuck in the back. However, not going to find the kills. However, Squiggle is though finding P-Crate. Fox going to take your Eagles.
Nobody can touch.
Squiggle does die in the back, but Betashocks are going to be able to finish off King's Row here with still over 2 minutes in the time bank.
Be the frat house special.
Sounds good to me. Kellic with the early grab, gonna find 3 in it. No idea what that is. So sure. That is, I assume why I'm not passing. Either way, the early frat house special coming out from Flex there. And with the fire strike, still with the Death Blossom, and Thor with the beat should be enough to hopefully keep it alive. Squiggle just finds 2. Both supports dying immediately. See, died so quickly. King Thor still holding on to that beat to try and stall this fight long enough for Kellic to get that Graviton Surge. Counter Shatter there, but blocked by Reader isn't going to be enough as Scribble with the Death Blossom in the back isn't able to find anything as King Thor drops the beat. Foxconn now with the Coalescence going to be able to hold on to it as this fight is going to be finished off by Betashocks here. Off positively with the ball, being able to touch first. Going to fall low, but able to stabilize. Grav now are the tanks of 0 and 5 as they don't follow. There it is! He got the hammer kill! Peter falling now with Foxconn able to get Jesus in the sky with the Coalescence. Flex with the Frat House special, taking out Scribble. And Squiggle now taking out Reader is going to be the full hold.
I guess we gotta eat our words on this one.
No healing. It's unlikely you're going to win that fight ever as Squiggle's still on a Mega trying to just pepper the backline at this point. Kelly gonna follow
massive May
the wall.
It catches Demon out. Demon is so low. But Reader's gonna die trying to follow up on the wall. Oh no.
Foxconn there with the sustain was able to keep him alive, and the Coalescence now is able to finish off Jesus. The Shatter now from Demon, able to take out the rest of 0 and 5, and that's a quick win.
Squiggle blows himself up.
Now with the EMP, getting the first ultimate come online. That's fantastic farming here, although we are 2 minutes into the round. Not much fighting has happened yet. Reader going to fall low, but the Primal Rage is going to be able to sustain. However, Scribble going to fall now to Kellic early. Eagles 1% away from the Transcendence. Falls low, but is able to back off for now. Nope, he is going to fall to the Coalescence, and Kellic going to finish off everybody else with help outflip. It's going to be... It's a very slow round so far here.
Then if we combine Glass and the Zoo, maybe we call it Don't Tap on the Glass comp.
I like it. Execution.
that one.
Oh! Jesus coming with a big barrage. But they're
Barrage in the back gonna split everybody. Athlep and Squiggle gonna get stuck at the back as Scribble finishes him off, and it's just gonna be the supports on point at this point. And you know, you don't.
Question marks.
Yeah, so he got sticky bombed right as the EMP went off. So
Holy shit!
So he's just.
Prug is the GHG sugar daddy. Confirmed.
100%.
Gonna be a duplicate Reinhardt now coming up from Scribble on point as Betashocks back. Gonna fall out early though as King Thor able to take out Reader. Scribble now 1 HP is going to fall to F-Lep, and Foxconn with the Coalescence is gonna be able to finish everybody off. Bomb and the Gravitic Flux. Sigma's been on the meta so long, I forgot what it's called. We're gonna be taking an early jump on the point, still 80% away from the Primal Rage to be able to keep him alive. Transcendence from Eagles gonna be able to keep him now, but it's over, and the Death Blossom from Flexecution not gonna be enough to finish anybody off, but it is enough to take everybody to 1 HP in this composition. Very little healing. The Valkyrie from Decrave able to help everyone get mostly to full HP is Reader now with the Primal Rage able to knock Kellic off the edge of the map. Execution still trying to find picks on the Reaper, but he's going to be taken out by Feeder Rabbit. The Shatter
Get stuck by Jesus!
The
this is so back and forth.
With 2, Squiggle able to take out Decrave, so the res is no longer available. And the support now finishing everything off for Betashocks is Kellic on the ball, able to come and help with that stall scenario. 90 seconds left here. Steve with the 5 gifted subs in chat. Thank you very much, Steve. Gonna be the early mines on point from Feeder. Squiggle able to take out Eagles in the backline, but Feeder gonna be taking out both tanks and Foxconn at this point now. Res still available and is going to go on to Eagles. Going to get stuck mid-air.
Dick!
Huge pick from Squiggle.
That's like, that's some season 1 Carpe shit there. Holy hell, Squiggle.
One
There's a
pick
tick for 05.
0-5. It's not over yet. Kellic able to take out Eagles, and no res is going to be available at this point. Execution back now, and with the Death Blossom on point is going to get booped away and reflected back on the
That's actually
Genji.
massive.
However, it isn't going to be able to buy enough space for Squiggle to be able to take out Scribble in the back. Reader does take a Flexecution, but Fox gone. Now taking a Jesus. Squiggle finish off Reader, and Feeder falling as well. And that's going to be only a 40% cap on second point for 0-5. Going to be forcing Betashocks back inside.
This is kind of bad for Betashocks. They're kind of getting pressured from both sides. As 0-5 can just chip away, back off, get healed up. They are finally moving out of that close quarters room.
0-5 going to be taking lots of resources here. No one falling yet is going to be huge advantage for them. But as I say, that Scribble's going to fall now to Kellic. Deflect can't stop Azari from beating you down, and he's high energy. Going to take out Eagles as well now. Reader with a jump on the point, but 1 HP. Mercy Pocket isn't enough to keep them alive as Kellic also finds D-Crate. That's going to be the cap now for Betashocks.
Form buff live yet? Elevated
no, it's still experimental. No, that's PTR stuff there. And it's the early dash going for school, trying to get the last bit of the blade as we put 25%. D-Crate going to be the first one on 0-5 to get their ultimate power. Foxconn popping that early coalescence down to try and help their team push through. Scribble's going to fall low to the coalescence, but able to run away. However, Feeder going to fall on point. Scribble now 1 HP, trying to stabilize here. Eagles with the Transcendence is going to be able to sustain through the graph. However, the Pulse Bomb is going to be taking out Reader. Death Blossom in the back is going to get the second most. Go with the charge! D-Crate on point, trying to stay alive as long as possible as they are now pocketing Feeder on the ball.
Bob's not on point though.
Bob not on point, however, is doing enough damage, and Jesus able to take out Foxconn. Jesus 1 HP up on top of the platform. However, they are finding the kills they need. Execution does take out Feeder, but is going to fall immediately afterwards to Jesus. The Tracer be Genji 1v1. Squiggle not wanting to commit to it. However, Reaper going to be teleporting next to him now. Deflect already forced out. Tracer's there to pressure them as well. King Thor going to be falling low and dies with beat in the back line.
Squiggle thinking he can get the drop on Jesus after he literally just fought Jesus, gets his head blown clean off.
Early. But Reader gonna have that primal rage to be able to sustain as well. Execution taking the Zarya bubble. However, Scribble gonna take them out early. F-Lep on point now, trying to force even just possibly a tick if they can get it here.
Tick would be
However, Raider's gonna be back and not gonna let that happen. Kelly does take up the immortality field.
The Batiste pick is so big.
Grab onto Reader here after the front, gonna fall low, but the Valkyrie from D-Crate is gonna be enough. Scribble the Dragon Blade now, able to take out King Thor right after the beat. And the rest of this is gonna be clean up for 0-5. Flexecution does take out Scribble, but it's not gonna be enough as we get down to 2.5 minutes. Betashocks gonna be taking the long rotation onto the back high ground now. Scribble forced off the high ground. Beautiful boop there from Feeder, able to get the tanks off of the high ground. However, the Death Blossom now from Flexecution. The lamp is there to stop any of the damage coming through, but Foxconn is going to be able to take out Scribble. Res coming onto the Jesus now from D-Crate, but Squiggle able to find the pick onto Jesus. And flip and the charge onto Reader.
Spin to win.
Gone now. Squiggle, big on Eagles, and Flexecution taking out Feeder. This D-Crate's going to fall in. This should be the first. Well, not first, second point.
Oh
going.
my god, that's so close.
1% away. And that's this map for Betashocks as well. Thank you very much, Fletch. As Reader going to fall low and is not going to be taken out by Squiggle. Feeder with the big shield. And D-Crate with the res now is going to be able to stall everything long enough. Feeder already at those minefields before the fight is even finished. Scribble finished off Kellic there with the dash and screwing up. However, Foxconn with the coalescence is being able to sustain their team through, and Squiggle able to find the pick onto Eagles as well as his D-Crate with the melee. Little Demon finding Reader Rabbit as well, and Execution on the Sombra again, finding Jesus in the back.
They're not afraid to get booped off of the high ground. They just go regroup on the backside of point, find more cover to sit in, and they're just playing it slow. They're not getting too aggressive when they don't need to.
Beautiful trance from Eagles. They're reactionary to the EMP, and it's gonna stop anyone from falling during that. Little Demon now split off by the bubble. Nicely done, but able to walk out, and the healing from Foxy is there to be able to sustain them through it. Kelly with the supercharger, unable to find anything, and the mine's going to get cleared as well. On the other side of the point, Reader now shattered, has the primal range and is able to pop it. Only falls to 1 HP before anything happens. Squiggle able to find Eagles in the back with the Death Blossom, but going to fall now to Scribble in the back. Execution taking out Feeder Rabbit as we approach 100% for Betashocks here. Jesus able to take out Demon. It's gonna be an even fight so far for 0-5. King Thor now following the Scribble, and it looks like this is going the way of 0-5. Now it's just the Orisa and the Sombra alive. They're trying to stall this as long as they can. Jesus hacked. They know they've got the barrage. Shocks all together is when they're going to be able to win the fight. So when they're split, you know, 0-5 has so much mobility in their tanks and DPS that they need to be able to punish those mistakes. But I mean, EMP on 4 people. You can't use movement when you're EMP'd, and both tanks gonna fall low now. Duplication gonna come to the Moira from Scribble here, but it's not gonna be enough. It's instantly de-duplicated. Haven't decided on a term for that one yet. But that's going to be a flip back for Betashocks there, and they're going to take this 100 to 38. Almost hacked, but isn't going to find anything there as Betashocks takes control of the point first.
Fletch just gifted 10 as well. What the hell?
Extreme generosity in the chat. Thank you all very much, and it's going to be first. Okay, literally coalescence happened at the exact same time here. Wall, if anything, just hurt Scribble more than helped them. And Shatter not going to find anything from Demon there as he is taken out. Flexution is going to find Eagles in the back. Is not going to be enough. Decreep is hacked, but isn't going to fall. Reader's still very low without a main healer. Not going to be able to gain any much healing. Amp is there from Decreep, but it's not going to be enough as everybody is still low. Ultimates coming out first. Possibly. Yeah, there's the early grab from Kellic. However, is going to fall low and is taken out by Eagles. Squiggle finding 2 in the grab. However, Flexution can be falling to Scribble. Death Blossom doesn't find anything in the Blizzard coming up from Jesus now on the other side of the point.
Oh.
It's gonna fall to Squiggle now. Demon getting solo grab, but uses the shield and is able to sustain long enough. Charge to the back, but I mean, Scribble already died. Squiggle got you covered. There may only a chance, but it's gonna be hard.
I think everybody in chat is now should be subbed,
or very close to, if not. So we're going to see Betashocks taking the very passive positioning. The beat is there in time, not able to see a Flexution by Squiggle with the 3-person Death Blossom. Kellic,
there you have it, folks.
Thor able to finish everybody else off, and that's going to be our second round of Oasis, going 100-0 to Betashocks. And the GG's coming, chat, to Betashocks winning your D1 finals.
Grand final champions for season 2 of Golden Hammer Gaming.
The 2 times!
2 times. Yeah, they repeat. Nobody fucking repeats. Beta just repeated. Look at that. Look at that fantastic Death Blossom out of Squiggle. I mean, yeah, you can't win a last fight even if you use all your ults when everyone's already dead. 69% kill participation too.